אז הלילה, איתך אני נשאר. ילדים לובשים כנפיים ועפים אל הצבא, ואחרי שנתיים הם חוזרים ללא תשובה. אנשים חיים במתח, מחפשים סיבה לנשום, ובין שנאה לרצח מדברים על השלום. ויהיה טוב, יהיה טוב, כן, לפעמים אני נשבר. אז הלילה שם למעלה בשמיים עננים נוטים לעוף, ואני מביט למעלה ורואה מטוס חטוף. ממשלה של גנרלים מחלקת את הנוף לשלהם ולשלנו, מתי נראה את הסוף? נשיא מצרים, איך שמחתי לקראתו, פירמידות בעיניים ושלום במקטרתו, ואמרנו היי בוא נשלימה ונחיה כמו אחים. ואז הוא אמר קדימה תצאו מהשטחים, ויהיה לפעמים אני נשבר. אז הלילה, הלילה, איתך אני נשאר. עוד נלמד לחיות ביחד בין חורשות הצעיר.
Yikarim, dearest YJ community, we come here today to gather as one community with one heart, Kehila Echad Im Lev Echad. Alongside our brothers and sisters in Israel and around the world, Am Echad Im Lev Echad. We come together to weep, to hold, and to lift each other up at this darkest of hours. Perhaps through our collective light, we can bring some much needed hope and love into the world. As the mayor of New York said in his recent remarks, we are not okay. For all of us, this is deeply personal. This is family. This is us. In the past week, we have seen pure evil, and we will never forget it. But in our despair, we have seen sparks of pure goodness, countless messages, offers to help, to just be there, to hold one another. As our community of Judeans come together from across the country and the world, we stand shoulder to shoulder, united by our mission of Ahavat Israel. Our community prides itself in being a big tent of Zionism, holding the nuance and complexity. And oh, is it hard to do that right now? The world seems very black and white, filled with dichotomy, evil versus good, us versus them, before October 7th and after October 7th. But now is a time for unity, for achdut, to stand together as a Jewish community, left, center, and right, and to invite our neighbors and allies to stand along with us under one big tent, Tachat Kanfei HaShechina, proud, bold, and with moral clarity. This YJ community is strong and vast. We are networked beyond our wildest dreams. We have power and influence, and we must use it now to help people to speak up and to take action. No one can sit on the sidelines. This is the time. Reach out to one another, gather, hold one another, and then take action. Speak out, volunteer, and give generously with your hands and your heart. This is the time. Tonight, we will mark Havdalah together. We will remember those whom we have lost. We will sing together, and we will hear from some of the inspiring young people in our community. After an hour-long program, we will have time to come together in small groups. Thank you for joining us tonight. Am Israel Chai. I now invite YJ alum Rabbi Leora Frankel to lead us in Havdalah as we usher out Shabbat and prepare ourselves for the week to come. May we take the light of the Havdalah candle and let it envelop us with its warmth. May we take the fragrance of the spices and let them evoke nostalgia and sweet, beautiful memories. And may we take the wine and remember that just as it sanctifies the moment, may we each bless those around us with comfort, strength, and hope for the days ahead. Leora.
Thanks, Adina. So if you're at home, if you have Havdalah implements, I invite you take out a candle or candles to hold together, raise a glass of whatever you have, find something sweet to smell. And we're going to do a bit of a mashup. I've got my picture of TY over my shoulder, as I always do in my rabbinic office. So we'll chant the beginning TY style and then join in the Havdalah melody that hopefully most of you know. Please sing along. Hine al Yeshuati aftach velo echad ki aziv v'zimrat ya Adonai v'yehi li Yeshua uvshavte mayim basason mimayne ha-Yeshua l'Adonai ha-Yeshua ha'amcha birchatecha zela l'chvod chemdat levavi Eliyahu Hanavi Lechvod Chemdat Levavi Eliyahu Hanavi Adonai Tzvahot Imanu Miskav Lanu Elohei Yaakov Selah Adonai Tzvahot Ashrei Adam B'Oteach Bach Adonai Hoshia Hamelech Yonenu Beyom Korenu Lichvod Chemdat Levavi Eliyahu Hanavi Lichvod Chemdat Levavi Eliyahu Hanavi Layudim Haita Ora V'Simcha V'Sason V'Hikar Ken Tielanu Kos Yeshuot Esa V'Shem Adonai Akra Lichvod Chemdat Levavi Eliyahu Hanavi Lichvod Chemdat Levavi Eliyahu Hanavi We lift our glasses. And over the spices, lift them up, smell and pass them. And over that light, we need it so much in our world. Shavua Tov, may it be a week of peace for us, for Israel, for the world.
Shavua Tov. Thank you so much, Leora. So as we hold on to the light and the sense and the sanctity, we turn our attention now to the sanctity of life and those who have suffered and those we have lost at this time. We pray for the hostages and those still missing. We pray for those injured of body and of spirit, and we pray for those who have perished. If someone close to you or part of the YJ community has died in this war or died defending our beloved Eretz Israel, I invite you to type their name now in the chat while I chant the memorial prayer, El Malei Rachamim. followed by a moment of silence. Let us honor their memories at this time. Zichronam livracha. Malei rachamim, shochen b'meromim, hametzim על כנפי השכינה במעלות קדושים וטהורים וגיבורים כזוהר הרקיע מזהיר הקדושים שנלחמו בכל מערכות ישראל במחתרת ובצבא ההגנה לישראל שנפלו במלחמתן ומסרו נפשם על קדושת השם העם והארץ בעבור שאנו מתפללים לעילוי נשמותיהם לכן בעל הרחמים יסירם בסתר כנפיו לעולמים ויצרור בצרור החיים את נשמותיהם אדוני נחלתם בגן עדן תהי מנוחתם וינוח בשלום על משכבותיהם ותעמוד לכל ישראל זכותם ויעמדו לגורלם לקץ הימים ונאמר אמן. Zichronam livracha. We will now hear from Rabbi Adam Drucker, Director of Education in Israel, and some of our participants from your course, live in Israel at this early morning hour of 4 a.m. We thank you so much, Rabbi Adam. And after that, we will hear from our National Maskir, Johnny Gentis. Rabbi Adam, to you.
Thank you so much. I can tell you, also sitting here with some year courses have also joined me these early hours to see so many people on this Zoom is just so incredibly moving and comforting. So we've been here on year course. This time last week, I was with a group in Sfat, in the north of the country, celebrating Simchat Torah. We received the news of the tragedy that took place in the south, and we spoke with security officials and decided that we were going to bring the group back down south. We're now in Kibbutz Keturah. Kibbutz Keturah, kibbutz established by Young Judea alumni, a manifestation of the ideals of Young Judea. And we have been from now until where we sit in this moment in time on very, very early Sunday morning, engaging with the communities of the south of Israel. A number of the Gaza communities were evacuated from their homes, from their communities, and now being hosted by kibbutzim in the Arava region near Eilat in the city itself. We've been working day in, day out hours on end to help families, children, to support them in this incredibly difficult time. Our year courses have been involved in making food packages, clearing up bomb shelters, volunteering and looking after children of families, parents who either we currently don't know where they are, either kidnapped and currently in as hostage situations in the Gaza Strip, or still as missing, some killed. The year courses have been doing everything they can, manifesting the ideals of tikkun olam, social justice, of social action, and of just doing. We're here in Kibbutz Keturah, an oasis. We're fortunately very far away from everything that's going on. Our family and my family now are still in Kiryat Gat, a town close to Gaza. And I'm on the phone to my wife often about what's happening in the area. Our house shakes every 30 seconds from explosions that are going on in the area. Fortunately, we have a bomb shelter, and my kids are sleeping and hanging out in there, and they have their TV and their PlayStation, and my wife's okay with them there. And she told me that it was important that I came down here to be with year course and to be with the year courses. Yesterday and Friday, we entered into Shabbat, and we spoke about how that with everything going on, there is something that we need to focus on, which is that we are here for one another. That we have not only a mission to help and to be a source of light for the people in Israel, but we also have an opportunity, we also have a mission to keep Shabbat, to celebrate Shabbat together the best way we know how, from our years on Young Judea and on camps. And that's what we did. We had a camp Shabbat, a celebration. I'm going to just introduce the three incredible year courses who are sitting next to me over here. There we go. Gabby Stein, Maya Reikin, Noah Gans, who are going to talk a bit about what we've been doing over the past few days.
Well, so over the past few days, it's been really intense here. And Noah and I were both living in Jerusalem at Kiryat Moriah, and Maya was living in Tel Aviv at Beit Hillel. And we all kind of moved here. Maya came before we did, but we moved here to be closer to volunteering opportunities and support families and people living on the kibbutz. And Noah and I worked with families who were displaced from Gaza, which was an unbelievable opportunity where we got to see like the world like genuinely through a child's eyes right now. I feel like something that I'll never forget from that experience was sitting down to play a card game with the children. And I don't speak very much Hebrew, so Noah was translating for me, and we sat down and I was like, Noah, what game are they playing? And she said war. And all the kids were flipping out cards and smiling and laughing, and it was truly eye-opening.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really a meaningful experience, and it was like really nice to see how we came, and like even though the circumstances, like the kids understood sort of what was happening, but they were so happy, and it gave a lot of hope. It was really beautiful.
Yeah, so I've been here since Monday, so I've done a little bit other volunteering. So on Tuesday we helped at the kibbutz, and we've always been like trying to help around here since a lot of their workers had to be drafted. They're very understaffed, so we've been doing what we can to like help here and set up and work on the date farm. And then we've also went to like the clothing drive to organize a bunch of different clothes and fold them into different sections to make it easier for the people that had to flee their homes and stay in a lot to be able to get clothing, and to make it the easiest process that it could for them. And then we also cleaned out bomb shelters and just tried to mop it and make it a clean space that if people want to lie down in the bomb shelters, they can.
I want to say, I think from all of us, we're in some ways privileged to be occupied. We're here on the ground. We can look at Israelis in the eye and see the pain, the hurt, but also the instant sense of community and family. I know, speaking from having driven up and down to help make deliveries and take people around, not only in the south of the country but also in the center too, how there is just a sense of unity, of people just wanting to help one another constantly. My phone is buzzing the entire time with messages of deliveries for soldiers and for families. As soon as the municipality in Eilat heard that Young Judea was here, they have been reaching out to us the whole time, and we've been sending groups to all different locations in order to do everything that we can. I say to everyone here on the Zoom, to the Young Judea family, that every message that we receive, every post that we see on social media is hugely uplifting. I know the four of us are fairly tired right now at the moment, but whenever we hear from any of you, whenever we get that phone call, that message, and I know I can speak for Israelis up and down the country, it gives us that extra piece of inspiration that we need to continue helping and doing everything that we can. We're now going to pass on to Johnny Gentis, the National Mazkir of Young Judea.
Shalom. My name is Jonathan Gentis. I'm the National Mazkir this year. I'm a senior at high school in New Jersey, and I've been part of Young Judea for 10 years. So Zionism and Israel have been major parts of my life. Even this past summer, I was lucky enough to be able to go on the Gesher trip, and we went all across the country, and I got to see even the Gaza border, which was perfectly peaceful at the time. With all this in mind, I could talk about the statistics that I'm sure you've all heard and all these things that we've seen over the past few days, but I'd like to talk a little bit more about my experience and kind of the whirlwind of contradictions that I've had to face. So last Saturday morning started like any other. I woke up about 2 hours after my alarm went off, rolled out of my bed and meandered downstairs to my kitchen. I was greeted by a Snapchat message from one of my friends from this Gesher trip. And the message read, "I'm in a bomb shelter right now. My parents are in the south where Hamas attacked. I haven't heard from them in 3 hours." This is how I found out about the attack. Not in a news article, not in an Instagram post, not in some random TikTok. A desperate cry of fear and anxiety from someone I had lived with for almost an entire month over the summer. A cry from someone I had no way of helping. I sent thoughts and prayers and tried to help them stay positive, but from what I knew, I was almost certain their parents were dead. That's how I spent Saturday, trying to convince her that her parents might still be alive, while being almost certain they weren't. By some miracle, the IDF had managed to save her parents, and this gave me some time to process my other emotions and see other reactions on Sunday. Expecting unilateral Israel support, I found a friend from my school posting a Palestinian flag with the caption, "Takeover is near." This confused me and led me to this contradiction. What's the difference between pro-Palestine and pro-Hamas? At the end of the day, I want to advocate for peace, and tried to explain to them how problematic this post was, but they seemed to indirectly justify the actions of Hamas. They'd say, war is war, Israel does it too. The line between wanting peace in the Middle East and terrorism should not be as close as it is. And the ideas should not even be considered as alternatives to each other. Yet Hamas's heinous actions over the past week have pushed that limit so hard that supporting one has been synonymous with supporting the other. We as young Judeans have to be able to call people out as they cross this line for our safety, the safety of the Jewish people, and the safety of the state of Israel. It seems that every day a new email comes in, marking the passing of yet another alum from our Young Judea community. Friends, counselors, family, everybody knows somebody. It is more important than ever that we stay connected, even separated across the country. We have lived together, we have laughed together, and now we mourn together as a YJ community. But there will come a day when we will celebrate together again. In America, it can seem hard to see what's going on across the river or across the ocean and not know what to do. I know I have to balance in my mind this wanting Israel to be able to defend itself, but also wanting the death to stop, wanting peace. As we move forward, I think that is all we can wish for, is for some peace in the Middle East. As a YJ for the Young Judea Teens movement, we are working constantly to try and do what we can. Tomorrow night, we're holding an event for teens to come and express their thoughts and be able to decompress from this issue. We're also working on creating a fundraising link to help out and continue some of the initiatives that have been carried out by our year course teens in Israel right now. So helping with humanitarian support and creating all these different fundraising opportunities. Hopefully any teens on this call will join us tomorrow, and you guys can look for a link to donate in the coming days. To end, what I want to say, I just want to address Israel. I know that in the past, I have been very critical of Israel's government and its decisions, just like the American government or the UK government or any government in the entire world. Israel makes good and bad decisions. Being critical of Israel does not mean that we have to denounce Israel. Everyone here, I'm sure, has different opinions on how Israel should handle the coming days and weeks. But the important thing is that the people of Israel need our support. Something one of my rabbis said to me at a vigil this past Thursday has really stuck with me. In the first 12 hours of Hamas's attack, we saw what it would be like if Israel didn't exist. Israel is a safe haven for us, and it needs the support as to not be destroyed by its many enemies. I know for certain I and many others will still criticize the decisions of the Israeli government, but no matter what you or I believe, our support will never waver. Israel doesn't just deserve to exist. Its existence is a necessity for the Jewish people and for generations to come. Shavua Tov and good night.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Johnny. And thank you, everyone, for joining us in this very special event. It means a lot to see you all here tonight. My name is Amit. I'm the new Central Shaliach and Director of Israel Education here at Young Judea. And I'm extremely proud to join the Judean family, especially today. My contact details will appear in the email that will be sent later on this week, and I welcome you all to contact me at any time. In these difficult times, I would like to ask each other, each and every one of us, to know that, that we will unite, we will rise, and we will prevail. Please remember that it is always darkest before the dawn. I would like to share with you a shortened version of a video that was released earlier this week and includes a message from the different university students to the Israeli soldiers. I wish us all better times. Stay safe and remember, Am Yisrael Chai, now more than ever.
שבעים שנה במכונית אני נוסע ומביט על מה היה ומה נהיה ואיך נפשי עוד הומייה.
Although we may be across the sea, and we feel so far away,
to all of you protecting us in Israel,
and to all the moms, family, and friends,
us university students abroad, I'd like you guys to know,
we stand with Israel.
Adonai, ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם.
Yisrael Chai.
Am Yisrael Chai.
Am Yisrael Chai.
Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai.
Thank you so much for fighting for us and protecting Am Yisrael.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you so much for all that you're doing for us.
Thank you so much for your service.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you to our Violin.
Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you for keeping us safe.
And please know that you have support in every corner of the world, and we love you.
So inspired hearing from our young people. This is really why we do what we do. So it's now my pleasure to introduce and welcome Rami Carmel from Israel, our Rosh Shirah from Tel Yehuda for so many years. Rami, please, if you will join us in the lead us in the singing of Yihye Tov.
Shavua Tov to the Young Judea family. It means so much to us here in Israel, to my family, to Klal Israel, that you are a whole year together. I don't need to go into details about the difficulties we're experiencing here in Israel. It is currently almost 5 in the morning right now, and we lost track on time long time ago, more than a week. Especially when my 2 kids are fighting now. Unfortunately, very sadly, on the first day of the war, we lost a member of my wife's family and a few friends in the past days. And the next song, Yihye Tov, written by Yonatan Geffen, is a prayer for better days. They will come to us here and to the whole world. Shavua Tov. Please join me. אני מביט מהחלום, וזה עושה לי די עצוב. אביב חלף עבר לו, מי יודע אם ישוב. הליצן היה למלך, הנביא נהיה ליצן, ושכחנו את הדרך. אבל אני עוד כאן, please join us. ויהיה טוב, כן. לפעמים אני נשמע. אז הלילה, הלילה, איתך אני נשאר. ילדים לובשים כנפיים ועפים אל הצבא, ואחרי שנתיים הם חוזרים ללא תשובה. אנשים חיים במתח, מחפשים סיבה לנשום, ובין שנאה לרצח מדברים על השלום. יהיה טוב, כן. לפעמים אני נשבר. אז הלילה, הלילה, איתך אני נשאר. שם למעלה בשמיים, עננים לומדים לעוף, ואני מביט למעלה, ורואה מטוס חטוף. ממשלה של גנרלים מחלקת את הנוף לשלהם וזה שלנו. מתי נראה את הסוף? הלוואי. הנה בנשיא מצרים, איך שמחתי לקראתו, פירמידות בעיניים ושלום במקטרתו. ואמרנו בוא נשלימה ונחיה כמו אחים. אז הוא אמר קדימה, רק תצאו מהשטחים. ויהיה טוב, יהיה טוב, כן. לפעמים אני נשבע, אז הלילה, הלילה, איתך אני נשאר. עוד נלמד לחיות ביחד בין חורשות עצי זיתים. ילדים יחיו בלי פחד, בלי גבולות, בלי מקלטים. על קברים יפרח העשב ושלום ואהבה. 100 שנים של חרב וסוף סוף שנה טובה. Let's do hope for שנה טובה. ויהיה טוב, יהיה טוב, כן. לפעמים אני נשבע, אז הלילה, הלילה, איתך אני נשאר. אני מביט מהחלום, אולי מגיע יום חדש.
Thank you so much, Rami. I know about all of you, but I would love nothing more than to sit in an extended Shira Shketa with Rami Carmel right now at Tel Yehuda. So as we bring our formal program to a close, I'm going to give some instructions about our breakouts before I invite us all to join in the singing of Hatikva together. We're going to be opening up breakout rooms, and the breakout rooms will be by different eras of Young Judea year course, as well as rooms for our camp communities. And we will give you clear instructions, and you'll be able to jump around and go meet with Judeans, meet with friends, and spend as long as you want. We're going to be leaving the rooms open until 11 o'clock. You don't need to stay that long. You can just pop in and say hello, or you can stay and have an extended chat, cry, hug with your friends of Young Judea. So now, as we bring our formal program to a close, I want to invite you all, if it is available to you, to stand shoulder to shoulder with me and with our brothers and sisters in Israel, to sing in Hatikva, and to bring the much needed hope into our community, into the world. And with that, Am Yisrael Chai. Kol od balev avnima, nefesh Yehudi omiya, ulfate mizrach kadima, ayin letzion tzofia. עוד לא עבדה תקוותנו, התקווה שנות 2000, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. Am Yisrael Chai. Thank you everyone for joining us. Shavua Tov. You can click at the bottom of your screen. There's going to be a pop-up with the breakout rooms. All you have to do is click join, and you'll be able to join the room that you would like.